Today we're going to talk about the new features of the NSS Evo3S, as well as review some of the core features that have made the NSS family the most versatile product on the water today. So when you first power up the machine, it takes you to your registration page. This is where you're going to register your products with Navico. Simply hit the Get Started button. And from there, you can simply scan the QR code and it'll automatically take you to download the Simrad app. So once you've downloaded the app, you need to create an account, and from there, you can register your displays. Okay, so we'll open our app. We go up into our menu, and we're gonna go into My Devices, and then it's gonna tell you, let's add our first device. We simply hit the plus key. Okay, we're just gonna add a chart plotter. And it's gonna ask you, is it powered on? Yes, we have our chart plotter powered on. Do we see a QR code on the screen? Yes, I see a QR code, and at this point you're going to want to take it so that your camera is facing that QR code so it can automatically set up the registration. So once you've registered your device, going into the hidden menu by either pulling down from the top or hitting your power key, you notice you've got Synchronize My Data. This allows you to synchronize your waypoints with the Simrad app so you now have access both on and off the water to all your data. The NSS Evo3S also has the best built-in charts on the market. So when we go to the chart, we have the ability to turn on 1-foot contours nationwide, as well as in the state of Florida, we have the CMAP reveal layer, which is a high color contour view of the bottom, almost like we've drained the ocean and we're just looking at the floor. The other nice thing is we can actually combine the two. With the new presentation of nav aids and icons, it makes for easier interpretation for safer navigation. So another nice feature with the internal charting is the ability to change our palette colors. So we have both preset as well as custom palettes that can be set up by you. Simply go into the menu into depth palette. When I hit my depth palette, these are the preset palettes. So you know, as I simply change my setup, I completely change the color configuration of my depth palette. Paper chart, traditional. When I go into safety shading, the first time it always asks me to input what depth do I want to highlight. So anything under that 20-foot range will go into these blue-gray color scale. As I move out, you'll notice everything over that 20-foot will stay white. When we go into our custom palettes, we'll back out and we go into shading. Now you notice we have depth 1 and depth 2. If we hit the custom button, here's where we set up depth 1 and depth 2. So they're completely two different palettes. I've previously set up the colors I want. And then what I'll do is I'll just go in and check depth 1, and there's my color palette. So I can customize this so I can see certain depths with whatever color I want, whatever makes sense to me. Now if I do go in there, I do have the ability to hit add point, and I can simply just pick, you know, what range do I want my next point? So I'll go out to 1,000 feet, and maybe I'm gonna make that a light blue again. I hit OK. So now you see as I zoom out, there's that light blue color for anything greater than 1,000 feet. What you're also gonna notice on the chart page in the upper right-hand corner is a new icon. This allows you to walk through your chart orientation. So step between north up, heads up, or course up, simply by touching the icon. You're also going to notice in your instrument bar, we've added a tide tile. So this allows you to go in, select automatically find the nearest tide station. So no matter where the boat's at, you always have that local tide station. We also have the ability to expand it to a full page to allow you to use it. You also do have the ability to go and change your days, months. So if you're not going out today, maybe we're going out on the 28th, we can actually see what's happening with the tides on the 28th. And then simply hit X, and we scroll right back to our original menu. So on the 12 and the 16-inch versions, we have the ability to split the screen up to 6 individual panels. So we simply hit an open panel, and it's simply click and drag. Whatever we want to show in that display, up to 6 different panels. We also have the ability to move the data around to whatever position we want. We simply hit save, and you'll notice it'll automatically build that screen. Now, coming down from the hidden menu from either the pull down or the power button, we have adjust splits. With that, we have the ability to resize these panels to what we want to see. Simply hit save and it builds that panel. Another new feature is the new audio bar. So we're all used to seeing our little 2-inch description where we're trying to go through, change all our settings. Now you notice this new button, and this now opens it up to a full page. So now we can do full control of the system, whether we're going in and setting up, locking channels, making favorites, simply back through the menu, volume control, on the fly. We can go in and set this as a favorite channel if we'd like. We also, because we only have SiriusXM tied into this machine right now, this is also where all of your sources. So if we're tied into any other third-party supplier or Simrad Sonic Hub, we can now access AM, FM, Bluetooth, all the other functions of the stereo. And then to get out, we simply minimize the screen. To completely get rid of it, we hit the X. With the power of the processor, it now allows you to expand your system outside the capabilities of the display. So we can integrate with NMEA 2000 or Ethernet with some of our partners to bring in their data and display it on the machine. So like we just showed you with the audio bar, we can tie into third-party stereo vendors, bring their information on the machine. Another thing is engine partners. We're the most integrated when it comes to engine partners, whether they're bringing their data in to our newly redesigned instrument page, which gives you standard as well as customizable pages, or working with our partners to bring up their gauge packages and layouts and views right on the screen, where we can see not only their engine data, but also error codes and issues that happen within the motor. So as you can see, with all the new features of the Simrad NSS Evo3S and all of the core features that made the NSS family so powerful, the best just got better.